On the Fight Companion, we found out Brendan Schaub finally went to the comedy mothership, Joe Rogan's club. Of course, he didn't perform, but Rogan and him talked about it, and Rogan said to him a way he could perform there. So I'm going to play this and give you my thoughts on it. Let's see how this whole interaction went. Oh my God, Schaub is so annoying during this.
That green room's great at the mothership, Joe.
It's fun, right? The whole club is gorgeous. There's nothing. It's so.
You just took everything that was great at the comedy store, and then we're like, I'm gonna move here.
Yeah, make it a little better.
Yeah.
Dude, this is gonna be your main room is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, we did everything the right way. You know, we set it up the right way. It took a long ass time, and you know.
That just being in that green room with Schultz and everybody.
And we were all talking shit.
It was so good to be together. I miss that. I fucking miss that.
Yeah,
we don't get that now.
Well, that's a problem. Like, we had that at the store.
Yeah, we did.
Where it was like a fun hang. Where you would go, you know, you do your weekends on the road or whatever. But when you were in town on the weekdays, you get to hang out with your boys. We would laugh and talk shit, hug each other. So fun. So fun. And we got a lot of, like, really good up-and-coming people. Like, the
in Austin,
micers, yeah.
They're great, bro.
Yeah.
The comics out here, man, big shout-out to them. I saw some of these young guys,
because they're
great writers.
Kind of
If you build it, they come.
Miss that.
If you build it, they come. And
well,
Joe
so
built it,
many people have moved here just specifically because they know we have this 2-night open mic program, and we also have door people at the store,
They're
or at the mothership rather, that all are comics.
Yeah.
So they auditioned in front of Adam to become a door person
Just like
with
the
their
store.
act.
Yeah.
So they had to have like promise as a comic. So the whole idea is like to have like a mentorship program and have a program where, you know, you can be a guy who's working the door and, you know, you've been doing open mics for a year, and next thing you're hanging out at the bar with Andrew Schultz, and we're all palling around together. And there's this vibe there. There's this sort of camaraderie that exists that makes you feel like you're a part of something. And it doesn't matter if you're just starting and this person just headlined Madison Square Garden. It doesn't matter. We're all just comedians.
And that's all you, brother. That's your thing. The same thing you did in L.A. And like you left, and it's fucking.
Well, everyone should try to adopt that because we need more comics, and it's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to do when you feel like you're getting shit on by your peers. Like, you want support.
It's so hard, bro.
You want support.
Is so hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
And I don't feel like, listen, there's a lot of funny people in LA. They're great, man. There's people like there's not funny. The crowds are just weird, and it's not the club's fault. They can't make people magically change out what they find funny.
Well, you bring a good crowd to a place with good comics.
Do you remember the shows you used to do? I'd walk into the green room. It'd be Rogan, Bill Burr,
Segura,
Sebastian Maniscalco,
David Tell,
Joey Diaz, Tom Segura.
Theo.
It'd be the biggest comics ever, and it'd be the lineup, and I'd be like, "This is the lineup I'm
I
in."
would miss
That's a
fucking
Tuesday
lineup,
night,
my
in.
friend.
That was
It was
Tuesday.
amazing. Those Joe Rogan and Friends shows that we used to do at the store in the main room were some of my favorite shows ever. People just stop in, like, get up there, and just like. So that's what we're doing here. You know, like any night you'll see Ron White, Shane Gillis.
You remember when we did? You did Rogan and a Friend at the Improv, and the power was off, and we still did stand up, and my voice was gone.
Yes, I did stand up with just yelling,
With
just
candles.
talking
Hold on,
to the
with
audience.
candles. Legit candles.
And there was a generator that gave us one little light.
Yep.
There was one little like emergency light. We set that up. We were gonna cancel the show, and I was like, this would be fun. Like, let's have fun. And it was so fun. Everybody loved it. The audience loved it. It was so cool that we're just doing stand-up with no microphone. And you got to kind of see, like, how you use the mic and what you could do with no mic.
Oh, my God. They talk about stand-up as if it's the hardest thing in the world to do. But, so, first takeaway from this. Schaub is so moving to Texas. But I like how Rogan he went to the comedy mothership and got to see the green room, wasn't allowed on stage. And Rogan basically explaining that mentor program and applying that to Schaub, essentially saying, dude, if you want to get on stage here, you're going to have to perform in front of this dude. He's going to have to approve your act. Because there's no way Schaub has an act that Joe Rogan would allow on that comedy mothership stage. But would he allow Schaub to work the door there? Maybe. Perhaps. But you have to remember, Schaub is 10 years in and not funny at all. So would he even take that position? Well, of course he would, because his career is on the outs anyway. But I'm just sure he's going to move to Texas. I mean, Callen is definitely moving to Texas, especially since going full-time with Crowder, and Crowder is down there. By the way, Callen performed at the Comedy Mothership. Tripoli performed there. Schaub went there, didn't perform. Of course not. And he was probably so begging Rogan in the green room, like, hey, why don't I get up and do a set, Papa? And he was like, no, you're not allowed up there. Just so funny to me, though. This fight companion, by the way, was very interesting. I mean, a lot of kissing up to Rogan, but that's kind of what they got to do. I get it. And what, Schultz was there at the club? But he didn't do the fight companion, of course. But since Schultz was there, I'm assuming another episode of Rogan's podcast is going to come out with Schultz on it. But, I mean, the fact, I love how Schaub was like, you just did everything they did at the Comedy Store. And Rogan had to say, yeah, and make it better. It's like basically saying, hey, you unoriginal idea. But that's the idiot Schaub is. Yeah, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.